Hello! Happy Thursday. You can have it all. Our live weekly podcast at 3 to 3:30 p.m. And
welcome to You Can Have It All with Camille Conti, success coach and leading Divine Channel,
today
featuring the miracles of life, faith, family, marriage, finance, and spirituality. You truly can have it all. You can get where you desire, regardless of what you've survived or where you are now. There is nothing too grand. You just have to believe, receive, and
all right. It's time for Miracle Thursday, our live miracle call-in show. And we're going to be talking about a lot of great things on becoming a divine channel. What kind of divine channel are you?
welcome to You Can Have It All with Camille Conti, success coach and leading Divine Channel, featuring the miracles of life, faith, family, marriage, finance, and spirituality. You truly can have it all. You can get where you desire, regardless of what you've survived or where you are now. There is nothing too grand. You just have to believe, receive, and make no apologies. Call in for your miracle today, or share your miracle story and let us celebrate you. Let's claim your miracle today. Call in live now at 1-585-684-3560. That's 1-585-684-3560.
So we'd love to have your call so that you can explain and share a miracle that you've had in your life, and let us celebrate you. And let us help you manifest a new miracle in your life as well. So today, what we're going to be talking about is, what kind of divine channel are you? And feel free to call in at any time, because we will be taking some of the calls that call in. We are going to be talking about how, when you use your divine channeling abilities that we all have as human beings, it helps you dramatically in your life, in manifesting your goals, your dreams, and achieving your daily, day-to-day events, your career, your work, your family position as a mother, a father, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, child, whatever position that you're in. We all have intuition. And when we're using our intuition, it can help us to create a better life. It can help us to create more peace in our family and more love by being able to interact. And sometimes we forget to use our intuition or our divine channeling abilities, or we're not paying attention to them because the information is coming in and we're not paying attention. And that is very common. So today, I'm going to actually give you a quiz that you can take to find out what kind of divine channel are you. And when you take that quiz, you're going to be learning actually more about who you are and what your gifts and abilities are, your God-given gifts and abilities. So there are several different types of divine channels. So I'm going to have you go into my quiz today and take it. And you can get it by typing in divinenlp.com right into your Google bar for the internet, divinechannelnlp.com. And you can also get it text messaged to your phone if you would like. You can just text 22454 and then text the word Camille, my name, Camille. And then after that, just type the word quiz, Quiz, and the quiz will pop up on your phone, the link, you can hit it, and there's 10 or 12 questions to answer, and you will find out an initial one title name for what type of divine channel you are. And then when you put your email in for the full report, you will get a full report emailed to you, and it'll go into really explaining the nitty-gritty details of what kind of divine channel you are. So I encourage you to take the quiz. Everybody who's taken it so far has really liked the experience of it, because you actually learn some stuff from the quiz at the same time about yourself as taking it. And then you'll get the feedback on whether you are a emerging divine channel, whether you are a growing divine channel, or a highly developed and empowered divine channel. So there's 3 different types. And then within that, there is the clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, and claircognizant. So there's actually 4 types of clairs. And the clairvoyant is where you're seeing clearly. So you oftentimes, I feel like I'm getting a download of a video and I'm watching a movie, and that's the information coming in on the topic that I have asked for information to come in. A clairaudient is where you're hearing clearly, where you're actually hearing the information coming in, and it sounds different than when somebody's actually talking to you and sitting right there next to you talking. It's like you hear it in your head, like as if you were thinking it, but it's the information's coming through that way. And then a clairsentient is being able to feel clearly. So if somebody asked you, well, how do you know that? You would say, well, I just feel it. And other people would say, because that's what I see happening. And that's when they're more clairvoyant. And then clairaudient, you'd more likely to say, that's what I hear is going to happen. And then claircognizant is the all-knowing. So that's where you just know that that's the information, the case at hand. Okay. So some people have 2 or 3 or 4 of those. So you may have all 4 channels on. We all have them. It's a matter of exercising and using them, because as we exercise them, it's like a muscle. The muscle gets stronger and it works easier and better and more clearly. The channel becomes more clear. And the people that have all 4 of them on, like myself, initially, when they're all coming in, if you're not trained on how to manage them, they can become unmanageable and they can feel like, whoa, what's going on? You can even feel a little bit scattered or crazy. You might even feel sometimes anxiety or depression, because you're feeling, your empathic abilities are feeling what everybody else is feeling around you. You might be feeling things that are going on the planet because of your empathic abilities. So that's where you want to get into good management skills of your gifts and abilities and of your divine channeling. So you're going to want to really do a great job cleansing and clearing your energy every day, and then setting up your boundaries and shields, and then grounding and centering your energy. So you can ground and center your energy, and you can set up your boundaries and shields and cleanse and clear in 5 or 10 minutes. You can put it on a default setting once you've done it, and set those as your intentions of how you cleanse and clear your energy, set up your boundaries and shields, and then ground and center, so that you can feel very balanced. Because if you feel unbalanced, if you feel wonky, or if you're feeling bad emotions that you're not even enjoying, sometimes it's really important to just ask yourself, are these my feelings or are these somebody else's feelings? Because as human beings, we're all empathic. And the more you use your gifts and abilities, the stronger it gets, or the more sensitivity that you have. It becomes stronger. Sometimes if you've gone through something really traumatic in your life, it turns your empathic gifts and abilities up even higher. And it's a source of survival, so that you're more aware of being able to read people and read things going on around you. And so the people who have gone through traumas are definitely more likely to have a more honed in empathic ability. However, if you don't go ahead and manage and maintain those gifts and abilities, then they might become very cumbersome, uncomfortable, and could potentially even drive you crazy. And I'm no pun intended, because I myself, when it was coming through all at the same time, you can get out of balance and you can be really hyperactive one day, or 1 minute, and then very melancholy a minute later, because you're feeling everybody's emotions. And all you have to do is walk into a coffee shop. And if you're feeling everybody's emotions, you might end up with a stomach ache from the gal or the guy who has a stomach ache over to the right of you, and then a toothache from the person to the left of you. And then you're feeling hungry, and that's the person in front of you. And it's just wondering, who are you? Who am I? Is what you have to ask yourself. Am I hungry? So when you have your boundaries and shields set up properly, and that's done based on intention, and I actually have a course where I teach how to do all these things, then you are able to not have to feel everybody's hunger and pain and stomachache and anger and jealousy and crying and happy and joy and hyperactivity. And some people are swinging from the chandeliers, some people are down in the dumpster, and other people are balanced in the middle. But if you have to be the, gross median average of everybody in that room or in that building, you probably are going to feel super wonked out. So, how many of you, while we were on the lockdown for COVID, if you had to work out of your home, how many of you found it either easier or more difficult to work out of your home based on the energy that was going on in your home? Some of you might have found it easier because you had less of the people that you had to work around in the building that you were in before, throwing your energy off. But some of you might have found it more difficult because you suddenly had to figure out how to have, Junior that's in college in one room online, and then the other one at work at the desk downstairs or in the other room. You had to make bedrooms became offices and bedrooms. And you had to feel the energy of everybody in the home. But it might have been easier for you at home because it was less people, or it might have been more difficult because the people that you are in your home with, you're more heart linked to and more connected, and you're sharing each other's light body. If you're, happily married, or you're very connected and bonded with your children, you're going to feel all their feelings too. But having a few people in your home is still less people to manage than at work. But if you're good at having boundaries at work, it's easier to be at work than at home, even if there's only 2 or 3 people at home, because maybe you're not good at using your boundaries at home. So it all comes down to having boundaries and shields, not only energetic boundaries and shields, but also intentional ones about what you will and will not tolerate, what you will and will not put up with. Okay. And then being able to enforce them and speak your authentic truth, but figure out a way that's going to make it work for the whole group, whether the whole family at home or whether the whole group at work, so that we don't alienate anybody, but at the same time, so that we speak our authentic truth. But it's not just that. The boundaries of saying no when necessary, or saying, I can do this, but these are the terms that I can do it under. But also boundaries of being able to block out the energy and the vibration and the frequency of all the people around you so that you're not feeling that. So we're going to actually go through an exercise today of one way to do that. There are a lot of ways to cleanse and clear your energy, and there are a lot of ways to create boundaries and shields, and a lot of ways to do grounding and centering. So, I even heard one idea for grounding, which I thought was a great idea, was to put a piece of chocolate in your mouth and just let it melt and just feel the chocolate and taste it and just focus on that, because it's really bringing you to center point where you're not out of your body or out of yourself in thoughts in the past or in the present, in the future. You're in the present moment. So, letting chocolate melt in your mouth helps you to be in the present moment, which is a good excuse to have chocolate. I love dark chocolate. So whatever your favorite chocolate is, who likes milk chocolate? You can comment on my screen here. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. And you can get our podcast on all the different podcast holders. We're on Spotify. You just dial in "You Can Have It All" with Camille Conti, and you can get all the episodes. I think this is like our 6th or 7th, our 7th episode today. And We specialize in celebrating people's miracles and helping manifest new miracles, and then teaching the different things that we can do in our life to create miracles as well as achieve our goals and our dreams. And we come at it from all different kinds of angles. We're very multi-dimensional. And the way to create our goals and our dreams is to shift and change and upgrade our vibration, our frequency, our thought patterns, our programming, the way we do things, and using our gifts and abilities. And what we're talking about today is, what kind of divine channel are you? So take the quiz, go to divinechannelnlp.com and take my quiz. I think there's about 13 questions to answer. And then you can also just text message and get the link that way by texting 22454, and then text the word Camille, my name, Camille. Then text the word after that pops through and says, reserve your spot, because we've got a bunch of stuff going on in there. Then just type quiz, Quiz, and you'll get the free quiz. And you will get an answer of what kind of divine channel you are right off the bat. And then if you put your email in, you'll get the full report sent to you, and it's very comprehensive. I think you'll really, really like it. So it's free for limited time right now. And we are also doing some giveaways today. So those of you that call and come on live, you're actually going to be getting a free skincare product. And we're just about ready to launch our color cosmetics as well. So call us at 1-585-684-3560. And that's 1-585-684-3560. And if you give me a call directly, you can talk live with me right now on our podcast here, and we can manifest a new miracle in your life. We can also celebrate a miracle that you've enjoyed in your life. So give me a call right now, and let's talk about how we can manifest, how you can manifest a new dream or goal in your life. Okay, so in the meantime, while you're taking the quiz, if you got the answer, growing divine channel, that is where you already are aware of your gifts and abilities. You may or may not have even considered you using them professionally in your career, but you know they're there, and they're kind of useful, and they're kind of a pain depending on the day, because you really haven't done a lot of training yet. You might have decided to start a Reiki class. You might have decided to read a quantum physics book. You might be playing with energy as far as how you can feel the vibration and frequency of somebody's energy field. You might be doing talking to your loved ones that are on the other side that have passed, and you're actually figuring out that you are really hearing them respond to you, and you're like freaked out about that, or happy and excited that you have a new connection. There's lots of different things going on when we're a growing divine channel. And that's where you want to get a teacher, get some training, learn how to work with your gifts and abilities and how to manage them so that they don't make you feel wonky. Or some people, when it all flies in at the same time, you could feel like you have bipolar disorder, or that you have depression or anxiety, or these types of things. But it's really just a whole bunch of gifts and abilities and energy that you're not quite sure how to use, because they're very special tools that are in your toolbox that you come into life with. And it's actually not as difficult to work with them as long as you just get some professional training. I have a course called Unleash Your True Potential, and the program teaches you how to discover and develop your divine intuition, your divine purpose, and your confidence, and then your divine partnership. So finding your divine equal partner, or developing that if you already feel that you are with your divine partner now and you want to develop it, or you want to meet, court, and marry your divine equal partner. So that course, Unleash Your True Potential, is our brand new program. And if you've gone on our text chat, you can actually pull it up there by dialing again the 22454, and then you type in the word Camille, Camille, And then after that, you type in the word unleash, UNLEASH. And you can get set up in our 12-week immersion and course. It's a curriculum. We're online with it. You have a membership site, you have your login credentials, and the curriculum is in there. And there's 3 modules. The first module is about developing and discovering your divine intuition. That's where you're going to learn how to work with your divine channeling gifts and abilities and how to manage them and how to develop them. And then the second module is about discovering and developing your divine purpose and confidence. So that's where you're finding out what your divine purpose is and learning how to develop it, and as well as your confidence. Because sometimes when all this stuff is happening and we don't feel like ourselves, it actually shakes our confidence. Other times it lifts our confidence because we feel empowered, because we have our superpowers and we're learning how to use them. But it's all designed for confidence, what we're doing. And then the third module is discovering and developing your divine partnership. So that's actually bringing in the intimacy into your life, your emotional intimacy, physical, spiritual, and mental intimacy, and being able to heal any traumas or wounds that have been preventing you from bringing in a healthy relationship or creating a healthy relationship with the current one that you're with right now. But oftentimes we have to heal from past trauma of a past relationship that didn't work out, like an ex-husband, an ex-wife, or an ex-partner of some sort. It could have been from our parents when we were children, mom or dad. And we're working on releasing that trauma and then being able to heal the womb area for the women and the reproductive area for both the men and the women, and then being able to attract our divine equal partner. And right now, after everything that we've all been through with COVID, I know everybody is focused on really wanting a super healthy, happy relationship, because a lot of things changed during COVID. A lot of relationships were let go of that were not healthy, and the ones that were healthy got even healthier oftentimes because we had to really bond close together. So it was kind of, when you're in the middle of a crisis, you usually either bond closer together or break up. And so there's a lot of people who are living their dream with their super healthy partnership, and others that are looking for it right now. So that course, Unleash Your True Potential, is a 3-month course so that you can basically get everything in line, working with your intuition, your divine purpose, and your confidence, as well as your partnership. Because when you have your partnership right, then everything is able to blossom from there when your family is right. And once you've grown up and you're an adult and you're not necessarily under your parents' roof anymore, now you're creating your next family. That was your first family, your biological, and they're still your family now. But now you're creating another family that has a partnership and sometimes children involved as well. And when you get that right, then everything else can fall into place. But when that part is wonky or not healthy or it's toxic, then it spills over into all the professional career and into every other part of our lives. So you want to work on what inside of you believe in your subconscious mind is holding you back from not already having that now. If you do have it now and that's your strong area, then you'll be focusing more of your attention on your divine purpose and your divine intuition. And the cool thing about the program is the modules are all there where you can focus as much energy on what parts are more important to you. And then you come to the weekly live Zoom classes and you're able to be with like-minded people. And there's a private Facebook group just for the Unleash Your True Potential course. And then you're able to network with the people in the group. And that's inside of my academy, the Academy of Divine Rich, CEO. Rich standing for rich emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, physically, in all ways. Not just money, but it's the Academy of Divine Rich, CEO. You won't find it online because it's a private, you're only getting into the membership when you have enrolled into the program. So if you'd like to apply to enroll into the program and you'd like to have a conversation with me and talk about how it's going to empower you for your specific top 5 to 10 goals in your life, then you can go and book an appointment in my calendar, my digital calendar, at CEOchat.com. So that's divineceochat.com. Then you'll book an appointment and we will be live on Zoom having a conversation about your goals and your dreams and strategic planning for you, and figuring out what is the next right course of action for you. And I would love to help you with that. So definitely go ahead and sign up for the free chat with me. And now we're going to go to a quick commercial break where you are going to find out about our sponsor. The sponsor of our podcast, You Can Have It All, is Natural Image Care. Our show today is sponsored by Natural Image Care, my certified organic skincare collection, clinically proven for anti-aging. Visit us today at naturalimagecare.com and receive a wrinkle-free eye and lip repair cream with any purchase. Everything is plant-based, no animal testing, no PABAs or parabens, just creating healthy, gorgeous, beautiful skin. Increase your self-care routine today with healthy, awesome skincare products at naturalimagecare.com and use coupon code WRINKLEFREE and get yourself a free 1.7 ounce full-size bottle of my favorite product that I have on the market today, Wrinkle-Free Eye and Lip Repair Cream. Take down your dark circles, puffiness, fine lines, wrinkles, and make your skin bright and your eyes look incredible. All right, so that was wrinkle free as the coupon code in our website, naturalimagecare.com, where you can get the full, it's a $59.99 value. It's my favorite eye and lip treatment cream that we've ever had, because we've had our brand, I've had my brand on the market for almost 20 years. And I've upgraded the raw material, the raw ingredients, and I've upgraded the formulations about 4 or 5 times in the history of our 20 years. And the wrinkle-free eye and lip repair cream that we have now is by far my most favorite that we've ever carried. In fact, all the products are, because I'm always making sure that they're upgrading. And so you're going to enjoy that. Takes down dark circles, puffiness, fine lines, and wrinkles. And you get that product for free with any purchase. So that's pretty awesome. All right. So now back to our discussion on what kind of divine channel are you? Well, first of all, why would you even want to know what kind of divine channel you are? As I'm turning the music off and playing with my buttons here in order to be able to accomplish that. Awesome. Okay, so why would you want to know what kind of divine channel are you? Well, because when you're able to work with your gifts and abilities intentionally, they're far stronger. They can be 10 times stronger, 100 times more beneficial when you're intentionally working with them. So take the quiz today, divinechannelnlp.com, and you will find out what kind of divine channel you are. And when you put your email in, the full report will come to you, and you're going to find out whether you're an emerging divine channel, growing divine channel, or a highly empowered, highly developed and empowered divine channel. And then within that, you're going to find out about whether you're a clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, claircognizant, or a multi-sensational, which is all of them. And you probably already know you're that if you are. However, it's fun to take it because there's a lot of information that you can find out about yourself through that quiz. So you can also just take it right from your cell phone by dialing 22454, 22454, and then putting my name in, Camille, Camille, and then it'll say reserve your spot. And then you can put quiz, Quiz, and the quiz will come up and you hit the link and take the quiz. There's about 13 or so questions, and it's fun to take too. And then you'll get your full diagnosis of what's going on, and you'll understand even more so. And it gives you some information about what you can do with it and how to expand it. And we will be sending further emails to you. If you stay on the subscription, you'll get more information. We don't ever give your name out. We never give your email out. We've worked hard enough to get it in the first place, so we keep it just for ourselves to help you. And I think you're going to be super happy with the information and the frequency because it's not overboard either. All right. Now, who got that they were a emerging divine channel? Who got that one? If you got emerging divine channel, I'm sorry, not emerging, growing. We want to talk about the growing divine channel. Growing divine channel is where everything is on, it's working. However, you're not fully aware of it yet. You haven't actually figured out why you have all this information that nobody else has in the group, and why your hunch is usually right, and why you know what somebody's going to say before they say it, or you know what's going to happen before it happens, or you feel like you're having deja vu because this has happened before, like where you're aware of a lot more than what probably meets the eye for most people. Okay, that's the growing. And that is where you want to get some teaching and some training on how to work with your specific special gifts and abilities to help them to work for you. Whether you want to use them to get the answers for the kinds of foods that are right for you, how to parent your child, how to run your career, your business, to be able to sit down and ask questions and get answers from divine and from your higher self. Okay. And if you'd like to learn more about that, then you definitely want to take my course, Unleash Your True Potential. And you can type the word unleash right into your text chat that you started with 22454. You typed in the name Camille first, Camille. Then you type in the word unleash, and you can get enrolled right into the course. The classes are starting on May 19th, and there's preparatory homework to do before they actually start. And you will be in the curriculum with the 3 modules, the private Facebook group, and you get lifetime access to the actual membership site where all the information for the curriculum is stored, where you can study at your leisure on your own schedule. You can show up for the live weekly classes, or you can watch them recorded if you're not able to make them live. So I'd love to have you join us on our journey of unleashing our true potential and discovering and developing our divine intuition, purpose and confidence, and partnership. And that means your divine equal partner, the one that is meant for you and you're meant for them, to spend your life together growing and developing. And your divine equal partner is always going to help you to become the best and highest and greatest version of yourself possible. It's not always the most simple relationship, because you're going to be helping each other to grow and maybe sometimes calling each other out on stuff, and being able to see each other clearly because you're on the same page in a lot of areas of your life. And if you would like to accomplish that, also reach out to me. You can either instant message me on Facebook. You can send me an email through my Facebook page, which is Camille Conti. Just go to Camille Conti, CamilleConti, and you can instant message me through that. And you can also go on my digital booking site and book a free chat with me at divineceochat.com. I would love to work with you and hear from you. Hopefully you took your quiz and you found out what kind of divine channel you are. And if you'd like more information and more training on how to manage the skills and work with them, or you'd like to become certified and become a certified divine channel NLP life coach, I have levels 1, 2, and 3. The course is super comprehensive. It also has a complete business in a box, basically, so that you can take all the tools and create your business and make full-time income on part-time work if you follow the program, and develop your signature program, which can also include products as well as services that are customized to what you do professionally for a living, whether you're a CPA, an attorney, a psychic medium, a life coach, a hypnotist. You might be a doctor. You might be a chiropractor. You may be an makeup artist, an esthetician, a cab driver. It could be an Uber driver nowadays. It could be any career that you're already in, but everybody has an expertise at something. some people have an expertise at something that they went through and achieved victory in, and now other people want your help. Like you might be an expert in homeschooling well before homeschooling became popular because you had to homeschool your child. You might be an expert at helping parents with autistic children because you've succeeded wildly with your own family with an autistic child. So in that, you can create signature programs, and I help people to do that in the program called Become a Certified Divine Channel NLP Life Coach, because you use all of that training to create transformation sessions with your clients. And so, if that is something that you would like to do to learn how to have a new career to either add to what you're doing or to replace it eventually, and maybe sooner than you think, then go ahead and apply to enroll with that at my booking calendar for a free chat, and we will talk at divineceochat.com. I look forward to talking to you, and I am going to break for another commercial break and have a awesome day today. Basically, pay attention to the information that's coming into you, and remember to cleanse and clear your energy, and to set up your boundaries and shields, and to ground and center your energy. And I'm actually going to talk about that when we come back from our commercial break. Feel free to give us a call if you want to celebrate a miracle or manifest a miracle at 1-585-685 or 684-3560. 684-3560. Are you a coach, healer, therapist, consultant? Or are you not working in the field? However, you have a lot of spiritual gifts and abilities. You can feel messages coming to you. Well, what kind of divine channel are you? Have you asked yourself that before? I have just the thing for you. Take my free quiz today and receive your free report on what kind of divine channel are you. Just go to my website at divinechannelnlp.com. Take your free quiz and get your free report today. All right. So the next thing that we're talking about is how to actually cleanse and clear your energy, and to actually ground and center your energy, because when you have all these empathic abilities and your divine channeling gifts and abilities are full-fledged and running high, you want to be able to actually, I don't like to use the word control because that isn't the right word, but you want to be able to stay and remain balanced and enjoy the information coming in, or to turn it off and block it out, because you don't always need all this information that's coming in. So you want to set up default settings for what you're going to receive. And sometimes you might even get to the point where you say, I only want information coming in Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, holidays and weekends and evenings off, unless it's something important or an emergency revolving my own family that I'm responsible for taking care of. So you can actually set that intention, say that out loud while you're doing your cleansing and clearing, and create a schedule for when you're receiving this information, so that you kind of feel like it's not on 24/7, 365, but it's on call. So if you need it because there's an emergency in your family or what you take care of personally, that's your focus, then the information can come in that way. However, cleansing and clearing your energy is really important, because we're always getting connections with other people by spending time with them, or even just talking on the phone or being on Zoom with them. You don't even have to be in person with them. So you want to cleanse and clear energy by setting the intention. And I always imagine actually a white light coming down from God, from Creator, Father, Mother, Creator, God, over me, and cleansing and clearing. And I do this for my family members, my home, in all of the different facets. Okay. And there's so many ways to do it. So this is one simple way. I'm giving you a simple way since we're on a public live feed. You set the intention to cleanse and clear any and all energy out that's not yours, or it's not yours, but you might have accidentally claimed it to be yours, or it's just no longer serving you for your highest and greatest good. And then you set your boundaries up, and it's easy to say that you're going to put up 100,000 bubbles that are transparent. Only love and light and tranquility and peace can get in to your bubbles. Anything else just bounces off and transmutes into love and light and tranquility at 100% high vibration and frequency. And anything that becomes a different energy within your bubble of that it automatically in a default setting is transmuted back into love and light and tranquility. And that's a really nice, simple boundary and shield. And then you can set that on a default setting that is your intention for when you create boundaries and shields. Therefore, being able to actually do that in the future without saying all that and going through all that routine. Then for the grounding and the centering, you can, again, we talked about having a piece of chocolate and letting it melt in your mouth while you really feel the seat underneath you or the ground underneath your feet. But you can go further to put your roots down into Mother Earth and ground and just really be in that present moment and feel centered within your soul. And don't focus on the future or the past. Just be in that present moment. And you can close your eyes and meditate for even 1 or 2 minutes only to get grounded and centered. And then you can set that on a default setting that you're going to maintain that for the whole day, that connection with Mother Earth. And therefore, when you're anchored in, it's not as easy to be swung out of your grounding when you are anchored. You're supporting yourself by anchoring. Now, of course, you're always giving and receiving love, unconditional love, and forgiveness and compassion and radical acceptance in your energy as you give and receive with a connection with Mother Earth. Always having those intentions are super, super healthy, because whatever we're giving out, we're going to be receiving back, whether we like it or not. And that way you'll feel really centered and grounded throughout the day. It's always great to just close your eyes, put your hands in your lap, and feel the chair or the ground underneath your feet or your butt, and come back to center. If you're feeling wonked out, if you're feeling like you're getting either way too hyper or way too maybe sad or low, high or low, then you go right back to center, because you don't want to tip your boat too high or too low, because then the water gets in your boat and you sink your ship. So before you sink your ship by getting too out of balance with our emotions, go back to our center point and ground. Okay, so that is the information for today, and I hope that you loved your quiz at divinechannelnlp.com. I hope that you loved the information that we gave you today on what kind of divine channel you are and how to maintain your gifts and abilities. And we will be back with you next Thursday at 3 p.m. EST. And this recording is going to be held on our YouTube channel. You can have it all with Camille Conti, as well as on Podbean and Spotify and I think Pandora, and quite a lot of them actually. But we're streaming live from Podbean Live. So if you jumped on there, you would be right there with us. And we'd love to see you next week again. Have an awesome day. Take care. Make sure you live your miracles by manifesting them through your intentions in a positive way, with love and gratitude, forgiveness, compassion, and radical acceptance. And have an awesome, awesome rest of your day. Ciao. Love you. Bye for now. And we're going to give you a little jingle to an extra bouncy step for you today.
Thank you for joining us and listening to You Can Have It All with Camille Conti. Tune in every Thursday between 3 and 5 p.m. EST. Let's claim your miracle today. Apply to work with Camille at www.divineceochat.com. That's divineceochat.com. Let's do this.
And you can join our webinar today at 5:30. It's an informational webinar on how to become a divine channel, a certified divine channel NLP life coach. So we have a webinar at 5:30. The link is on the top of this Facebook Live post, and right. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.